Hey everyone, that's Elroy Meltzer with Honest off a Hang a Tail album.
Yeah. Go check him out at elroymeltzer.com, bandcamp.com slash backslash Elroy Meltzer. Check him out on Facebook. Go like his page, man. Um, and just some upcoming dates, real quick. April 7th, he's in Grand Rapids at the Tip Top Deluxe. April 17th, he's in Washington, D.C. at the Government. May 4th, Detroit at the Masonic Temple. May 5th, Houston, Texas, the Alamo. And May 11th in Stanton, Michigan at the White Birch Music Festival. So go check him out. Go to the Facebook page, like his Facebook page. He's awesome.
Yeah, I had to play that whole song. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, when I went and seen him, dude, he covered like probably my favorite John Prine song, and it was just like seamless, fit right into his act. He's just really good. I dig it a lot. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Uh, let's go on and get started with this.
let's do it.
Uh, let's start out with the big topic. We have new NCAA men's national championships.
Sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
No, let me ask you this. I heard some stuff on the radio today. 2 championships in 3 years. There's people talking about it being a dynasty now. Is it?
I don't know, man. When after they won, I was on Twitter and everything, and hell, by the time 5 minutes was left in the game, it was pretty much determined who was going to win, and everybody was just like, one of the best teams ever, and all this. No, I can't trust anybody that's eating Tide Pods.
Yes. Tide Pod. Well, hey, that's old news. You've heard about the new challenge, right?
I have actually.
Okay. Do we want to go there?
Yeah, sure.
So,
You want to talk about it?
yeah, what's up with the generation doing the condom challenge?
They should probably wear more of them.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean, why not? They need to because these people are eating Tide Pods. Here's the thing. Craziest thing I did was that water bucket challenge. I threw some water on me. Oh man, I'm crazy. I'm not eating bleach like tabs. What are they thinking?
I can't go into the things I've done, but I don't. I'm not eating like. Here's the thing. I read. I don't even know why I feel so bad. I read articles about this crap, but I heard that the snorting of the condoms was actually an older fad, and now the videos are just now kind of like catching on.
Really?
Yeah, like they were all shot between like 2010 and 2014, and now they're like gaining some resurgence. But
Okay. Question for you.
all right.
Yeah, you had that one friend that like had spaghetti and they would do it. That's like it's a piece of spaghetti. Okay. These kids are doing this and it's stupid. They're gonna die.
They're not even using flavors either. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Or they're not even using the rugged ones.
Yeah, I mean, take it from me. Condoms taste terrible.
Yeah. You would know firsthand.
Yeah.
All right, back to Villanova. That whole generation. Are they a dynasty?
Should dynasty? I don't know. Shady nasty. I mean, they're dominant,
Sure.
but the Boston Celtics were a dynasty. Um, the Lakers were.
Let me ask you this: does 2 championships in 3 years, is that considered? I mean, are they considered one of the greats?
Sure, definitely. I think so.
To me, like Duke, they're a dynasty. You know, they've had dynasties I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Where I could see it, but I tell you what, to me, it needs to be like a 5-year period.
Right. I think a dynasty is linked to almost, yeah, I would say 5 years, maybe even a decade. Like the Bulls in the 90s. That's a dynasty. That's 6 titles in a decade.
Yeah, I mean,
The Lakers won 5 in the 80s. You know, Bill Russell won 11 championships in his like 14-year career. That's a dynasty.
okay, when you if you win back to back, you're a dominant team. You win 4 out of the 5 years. Okay, let me rephrase this. In NCAA men's basketball, a lot of people do not come back after they do a lot of the one and dones.
Right.
If you can keep that up for 5 years, then you got a dynasty.
I think they would have to put one more on there to be a dynasty.
One more year, so 6.
Like no, if by 2020 they win another one within the next 2 years, I think you could say that was a pretty. I think they're dominant.
Well, what it comes down, okay, what if, say, God forbid, they turn for the worse, okay? They don't even make the NCAA tournament next year. Okay? Just hypothetically. Would you still consider them a dynasty? But they came back by 2020 and won a championship the following year.
I don't know, man. It's a lot of what ifs. I don't jump on the bandwagon of every time something happens now, it's the best thing anyone's ever seen.
Yeah.
The people's attention spans are so short, and so IQs have gotten so small.
Yeah, they have.
It's just no, I hand it to Villanova. I think they've been dominant. Do I call them a dynasty? Hell no.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Hey, real quick, I am going to open up the phone here. So, we might get some callers.
Yeah, I don't want to like beat up on Villanova because I mean, hats off to him, but the Difinzenzo kid, I can't say his name, dude. Difinzenzo.
Yeah, and you're giving me hell about saying Meltzer.
Well, because Elroy Meltzer's like an everyday. I listen to him just as I would like anything. So, but no, this guy, Difinzenzo, who definitely calls pizza pie, by the way.
Oh, without a doubt.
Everybody was like enamored with him, and everybody jumped on his Twitter account, and it's like all like N-word and derogatory terms for homosexuals, and all of a sudden it got deleted. His account got deleted, and now Villanova was saying, his account was hacked.
See, that don't make sense to me. Maybe I'm missing something on the piece here, like a piece in this story. So there's people posted on his Twitter, a bunch of derogatory stuff, correct?
No. So I'll be honest with you. I didn't know who this schmuck was till last night.
Sure.
So people are like, hey, who is this? Who's this guy that was probably an extra in Goodfellas? So they go to his Twitter account and they see his tweets.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, they're his tweets. He hasn't tweeted since June of 2016, but they're like ridiculously like derogatory and like racist.
Wow. Okay, let me ask you something, Brandon. This day and age, with social media, Facebook, Twitter, isn't there someone out there that can find out what this kid has posted? I mean, right?
Yeah, I think they're backtracking a lot. They're saying, well, for starters, most of these tweets were done when he was in high school, but his account got hacked. But if your account gets hacked and you haven't had a tweet in almost 2 years, why wouldn't you just delete your account altogether?
Yeah, I had a Twitter before we started this. I had a personal Twitter, okay, and I was on it, there for a while. Then I went away from it, and I'd gotten hacked, but it was like by a porn thing, like all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm sure my followers love that, but here it's not saying derogatory statements towards ethnicities, towards people. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, come check out what I did with Jim. You know what I mean? Like, I call bullshit on that.
Yeah, I'm going to say that my phone has a lot of porn that gets hacked onto it.
Yes. Yeah,
just for the record.
My web browser, it's horrible.
But you know what I mean? If there's something that offensive, like there's a lot of shit that comes out of my mouth that I don't really give a shit. But if I got stuff on there that's bashing, homosexuals and black people and everything, and I'm getting it off of there if I did not put it there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, even if you're going, you got to think PR. You know what I mean? Even like with this, you don't want that stuff out there if you have it out there. Why wouldn't you? Why? Because ultimately it's going to affect the thing. Now they might say, "Well, we don't. You're gone. We got to let you go." Now another college will pick him up and it'll all get swept under the rug. But you see what I'm saying? Why would you put a college that's giving you a free ride in that predicament?
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Doc Vincenzo, hey, he owes me $20.
I don't know. I don't get kids nowadays, man. I feel
he
old.
wears a gold chain necklace and like a velour sweater for sure.
He needs to be a stand-up player like Grayson Allen from Duke that Bud Light needs to call in and talk about.
the unknown.
Yes. Hey, just to let everybody know who's listening, came over. Cubs and the Reds have been postponed. They didn't give a time or a date.
Dude, I have a feeling that I just felt like baseball started too soon.
Yeah. They moved it up. I think I heard on the radio something about they moved it up a week. It feels like more.
Right. The Yankees got postponed yesterday or the day before for snow.
Yeah. I mean, you worry about it kind of, especially in the northern states that are like Detroit and stuff, come, late October. You know what I mean? If it goes 7 games. Like, oh man, they might get some snow. Not in, after spring training.
Right. Well, I mean, the Tigers, two of their first 3 games were postponed. So it told me it just started too soon.
Yeah, it did. And weather played a part of that. Not necessarily the snow, but right now we're getting hit with all kinds of crazy weather.
Yeah.
2 days ago here locally, we had like 5 inches of snow. Tonight we were having tornado warnings. I mean, why start it so soon? What's the point?
Right. It sleeted here for a while and hailed, but I don't know. I don't know what the rush was.
I think, to me, and I could be wrong, kind of the schedule. I think a lot of the teams that are northern that have the outdoor stadiums, they tried to get them down south. You know what I mean? To avoid this. But, obviously they didn't with New York. If you're going to start it earlier, get those teams down south. That way, get them in a 3-game, 5-game series off the bat. Then that week, you know what I mean? You got some leeway there.
I agree. I think, yeah, a lot of it had to do with scheduling, but
And I mean,
it just felt early. I don't know.
yeah, it did. Which I had my dates all messed up, but it's I, usually they start in April.
I felt like I had to convince you
Yeah,
about opening day.
we need to do we tell that story? Let's tell it.
Sure.
So start it out.
No, go ahead.
So okay, opening day was the 29th, right?
Yeah, it was last Thursday.
Yes, it was the 29th. This whole time since we found out opening day, for some reason, March 31st was like the day that it opened. Like it was a Saturday. So come Thursday, I text Brandon and I say something along the lines of, "Hey, opening day's in 2 days, correct?" Now, the reason why I did this, okay, everyone, is because they were talking about opening day that day and teams playing and getting postponed and playing Friday. I was confused, so I text Brandon, and what were your initial thoughts?
I knew what day it was, but I had to keep checking. But well, it's because we've split the teams up.
Sure.
Like, you cover the Cubs and Red Sox, and who else? The Cardinals.
Yes.
And then I just do the rest. So we kind of split up the workload a little bit, and I was just like kind of confirming with you, like that you had these teams and I had these teams, and you're like,
Yes.
I don't know. I thought it took some convincing that it was going on.
Yeah, that's what it was. We were discussing it and stuff, and then I had mentioned it, and I felt like an idiot, but it didn't feel right that we're talking about it, at the end of March, but
Right.
I mean, you were like, I've been posting it. Well, I know it, but for some reason, I'm thinking March 31st. So, good thing you had that conversation with me. But, yeah. And they started off the season, the MLB started off the season right.
All right.
You don't know? No. I don't think you know where I'm segueing, but I'm gonna. First batter in the box, Ian Happ knocked it out of the park.
Yep.
I need to look here. When was the last time that's happened?
Dude, I'm not sure, but there's a few guys that have started the season. The first 3 games have knocked home runs. It's only a handful of guys, but I'm pretty sure for some odd reason, I think on opening day, like some milestones just right off the top of my head, I think Hank Aaron tied Babe Ruth on opening day with 714.
How many? Let's see. Ian Happ did it. Someone in Houston did it. Someone with New York. There was 3. I thought there was 4.
Ain Hesh.
Might have been Tom Hanks even.
Yeah.
So that could be. I don't know, but like I said, I had my days mixed up. MLB started in April. That way you don't have this.
Yeah, March Madness is still going on.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, just saying, if they would have done it on the 31st, it would have been a Saturday, and the weather would have been all right.
That's true. That's true.
So,
I don't know, man. I'm still getting in the swing of things with baseball again.
yeah.
I'm not used to it. Like the first several games were like 17 innings and 15 innings. I'm like, holy shit, when is this going to end?
Well, I'm going to say this. I appreciate the other night because I had to go. I got up like insanely early, and I had my alarm set to wake up. I was like, I'll get these posted. You know what I mean? Check out the scores and everything. And I just thank you for doing that because
No, that's what we're here for, man. I mean, we are supposed to do that. Shit happens. I mean, sometimes it gets crazy.
yeah, because like you said, the Cubs didn't finish till what 12:45.
Yeah, it was something like that. And then the Indians last night was like almost 1 o'clock. I was just like, what the hell?
There's always been talk. Look, NFL they try to do shit to speed up the games. Okay, does baseball need to? I know everybody says tradition, American pastime. We don't want to. We don't want to. You know what I mean? Do whatever. We don't want to affect the game. You know the integrity of the game. But in the same sense, you're going to get more people because the casual fan don't want to sit through 6-7 hours of baseball.
I agree. We took the kids to their first baseball game last summer. And I'm going to say by about the sixth inning, they were kind of getting like, they didn't say it, but you could tell that like when was this going to end?
Yeah.
And I kind of was too.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. I respect baseball. I enjoy it. But especially, like, we went to a Cardinals game last year. All right? We got out of there about 11 o'clock. It wasn't bad. You know what I mean? The speed wasn't bad. But I could not imagine being a part, sitting, thinking, fuck, I got to go to work. You know what I mean? And in 5 hours, I still got to drive home. They need to do something.
A lot of it gets with age, I guess, because like I've noticed like when I plan on going to see a band or something, I'll be like, Jesus Christ, it's on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
they're supposed to cater, like they're only supposed to play Friday and Saturday nights everywhere or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, they should, right? Because I don't know. Like, I'd like to go to a Pacer game. You know what I mean? But it's like, if it's a late game, I'm like, God damn, I'm going to get out there at 11. I'm going to get home about midnight.
That's not too bad.
By the time I get to bed, I'm going to have about 4 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? It just...
Well, you gotta stop at White Castle on the way home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to pull off at Brownsburg, get the crave case.
Crave case.
I don't know. Does baseball need to do something to speed it up? I'm not saying, look, do like hockey or something where, it goes 4 extra innings, do a home run derby type deal. But there's got to be ways.
I just don't know. I just don't know what it would be. I think the season's really long. I don't think it should go to freaking October.
No. Marguerite put on there, they have to get in 162 games. That's a lot. But the thing is, okay, let me ask you this. We're going to get into some stuff here, okay? Mm-hmm. Like, I went to that Cardinals game. Obviously, Cubs game, stuff like that. Red Sox, they sell out. How do these teams that barely have fans in their stadium, how do they make money?
I don't know. I am lost on a lot of this stuff. I'm not going to jump too far off, but like, I'm going to say right now, the Detroit Pistons didn't have a sellout at home. Yeah. Even when Blake Griffin first got traded, they were still off a few thousand. You build this huge stadium and then nobody shows up. What's going to happen in 20 years?
Well, look, I get it. Okay. I get that, it's probably like a lot like the NFL where they get a cut of, the proceeds of TV sales, stuff like that. But it makes you wonder how when you see like not even 100 people in the stands. It's like, how are you even paying for the electric bill for the night?
Well, and you know what that rests on, right? That's the fans.
Yeah.
They're not going to go there unless their team is red hot. There's more of a casual fan now, more than ever, I think, than the diehard fans. I think the diehard fans are few and far between now. They used to be pretty prevalent, but it's not anymore.
Okay, let me go back. Let me throw something back at you. You said there's more casual fans than ever before.
I think so, yeah.
To how do I want to say this? To kind of benefit them, benefit that. Well, if they were to speed up the game, because if your team's sucking, all right, and you know you're gonna probably sit there for a good 6 hours. If they could shorten it up to 3 hours, would you be more willing to go?
Well, I think on average most games are not crazy long. I think you're talking 3.5, 4 hours.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't think there's. It's got to catch up to them. The attendance has got to catch up to a franchise.
Sure, it's got to. Right?
And like I said, look, I know there's diehard Cubs fans out there. I know that. I know some of them, and they wear their old raggedy Cubs hats and their jerseys and everything, and I've known them forever. But then after the Cubs won the World Series, every son of a bitch walking the streets had a brand new jersey,
Yep.
brand new hat,
Yep.
brand new this, brand new that. It's like,
Yep.
how? You're a casual fan.
Exactly. You know, yeah. You know, even when Oakland, okay, you know what I mean? They got good for a decade. Everybody blew me shit for being a Raiders fan. Everybody. They start winning, and then I start seeing a bunch of Raiders stuff. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, I always look. You know, usually if I get a new Raider hat and I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna throw on my McFadden jersey or something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna. You gotta have something old, right?
I think so. I mean, that's what I mean. It's like I still have my Charles Woodson jersey from the first time he was there.
Yeah, that's a fan.
Yeah, because when was I supposed to get a jersey? When Derek Carr came?
Exactly.
I already was a fan, so I already have that.
There's bandwagon fans with everything.
I agree. I just felt like for some reason it was just with the Cubs, it was really out there, man. Like everybody was like, I've always been a Cubs fan.
Have you? You know what I mean?
I know Cubs fans, and I'm pretty sure you weren't.
Yeah. Well, especially after they won the World Series. Everybody was. Here's the thing. I'm not a Cubs fan, okay? And I wasn't a Cleveland Indians fan. I'm not going to act like I ever was, okay?
Right.
I watched that World Series because it was going to be history in the making. But I didn't go out and buy a Cubs hat and wear it around and, like I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Hey! Hey, we got sprinklers. Hey, okay, let's jump off the topic because we could talk about this all night.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the NCAA tournament, okay?
Okay.
The Final Four. Okay? Michigan, they beat, kind of the Cinderella team.
Right. Loyola Chicago.
That was kind of heartbreaking, right?
Well, I guess if you weren't a Michigan fan.
Yeah, but I mean, the nation was backing up, the whole, Sister Jean stuff.
Right. And well, I mean, we gotta pay the bills somehow too,
Yes.
So, we kind of had to we got to pay the bills, man. We
Yeah.
got to start having advertisements. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So here's what happened. We got contacted and got asked to do a commercial. And I mean, do you kind of want to give a description of this?
Well, we're supposed to just. It's for some type of energy drink or something.
Sure.
That's. I guess with this whole Sister Jean thing, a lot of things they were selling Sister Jean bobbleheads and socks, and you could get a Sister Jean habit or whatever.
Yes.
You could get whatever you needed, and I guess with them losing now, they still have a lot of product out there, and then they reach out to people like us that try to sell some of their stuff.
So, everybody listening, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back and everything. So, we shall return. Here we go. We got the commercial.
Tired of those energy drinks that let you down after a few hours? Now there's a drink that gives you all natural energy and helps you live longer. It's Sister Jean's Longevity Juice. With 100% juice extract and natural herbs, Sister Jean's Longevity Juice will have you energized and living longer. Don't take it from us. Let's ask Sister Jean herself. That's Sister Jean's Longevity Juice. That?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. We've got our first commercial, everybody. So we appreciate the Sister Jean Energy Juice.
Is she okay? Is she okay?
We don't know. I assume she phoned that in. So we need to find out.
I mean, we get a kickback from you guys buying the longevity juice. So, I mean, I'm sure if she's not feeling so well, it's definitely not because of the juice.
No. Which, speaking of the juice, we're gonna have another commercial coming up soon. We've been contacted by some, so you're all gonna have to kind of wait around. And this is a lot of work to get this all prepared.
It's yes, it's I hope we don't. I don't know. I hope Sister Jean's okay.
Yeah, I hope so. We did get asked, where do you get the magical drink? Sister Jean had that info. We didn't. Okay. Hopefully she's fine. I don't know.
Just probably to your local nunnery or wherever.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm kind of shocked. I'm praying right now for Sister Jean.
Yeah, I mean, all joking aside, buy the product, but
let's take a moment of silence, right?
I know. I think we're going to hell.
Yes.
I just kind of got that.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, but hey, thanks to everybody over at Sister Jean Longevity Juice for, reaching out to us.
Definitely. Thank you. We're back in the Brinks truck up.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to it. Tony Stewart. He's finally reached a settlement in the wrongful death suit with the family.
Yeah, it's a little about 4 weeks, about a month before it's supposed to go to trial, and I guess they have settled. I think all it has to do now is go before the judge, and he looks over everything and okays it. But I don't think it's something Stewart wants to go to trial, so that's why I think it got settled.
Look, I truly believe he did not mean to kill the dude. I don't care how angry you are. In the back of your head, you're thinking, I'm a multimillionaire. I have the dream job. I'm doing what I love. I'm going to kill this guy because whatever reasons. You know what I mean?
Do you think he meant to scare him?
I don't know. I, I'm not Tony Stewart. I can't speak for him, I guess. But I, I'm gonna have to text Chad or something, and have him call in, because on the track in that situation, I don't know what he would do.
Well, I mean, first of all, you should never leave your car.
Yeah,
So you're taking a pretty big risk leaving your car. But I do feel like Stewart kind of I think Stewart kind of wiggled at him a little bit, and you know, from my point of view, I feel like they're both at fault. I mean, it's like a push
sure.
because he should have never got out of the car. And then on the other hand, I know Chad was kind of all for it, but I don't understand why the fuck Tony Stewart's even there.
Racing?
Yeah, it puts a target on your back,
Yeah.
and you know, you got these guys that are kind of just scraping by, and you got a guy that could go out there and do whatever he wants, and I don't know. It happened in 2014, and it's getting settled now. It's really sad.
Well, here's the thing. For me, I mean, he left NASCAR. And, oh, Chad texted me. Hold on. Give me a second here. He left, I mean, it affected him. He left NASCAR.
Maybe Kevin Ward Jr. should have had some longevity juice.
Yeah. I mean, hey, again, thank you again, Sister Jean, longevity juice, great. Well, hey, we're already at, someone's wanting to talk about football. We can maybe do that here in a minute.
Yeah, I got a couple of football topics for sure.
Yes. Chad's on. Hopefully he'll call here soon. Because I'd like to ask him about that. You know what I mean? On the track, he races. I want to know, I mean, what he would do in that situation. I mean, what would you do? Did Stewart see him?
Well, here's the thing. It's not. I don't think Stewart doesn't want to go to trial for two reasons. First of all, he probably had no business being there, and his past is not good.
No.
He's always been a hothead, and okay, so that would be. It'd almost be like saying Ron Artest or Meta World fucking Peace accidentally punched a guy, or Dennis Rodman accidentally kicked a guy. It gets to that, like Tony Stewart's, I don't know, man. I've always pictured him as being kind of a prick and a hothead.
Yeah,
so.
he without a doubt he is. But do you think he would take it to the level of, I'm going to kill this guy?
I think he would take it to the level of, I'm going to scare the shit out of this kid. And there was an accident. But like I said, the kid shouldn't have been out of his car.
That's where it comes down to for me.
Yeah, you meet him in the pits, right?
Yeah. You know, you always seen it back in the day, the old boys in NASCAR, they get out of their car, but they were down below the track. They weren't out, you know, in a corner fighting. Well, they could have been. But NASCAR's different because you have people talking to these drivers. A lot of these sprint cars, they don't have that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, we'll move on. Chad calls in. I want to, like I said, I want to ask him about it. So,
all right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's touch on some football then.
Yeah.
What is going on in New England? All the rumors about Gronkowski, they're saying he's out the door. You know, they're going to trade him, and as soon as that rumor mill starts going, they get rid of Brandon Cooks to the Rams for draft picks. What's going on in New England?
Nobody in that organization is untouchable, except for Tom Brady, hands down. He's the only one that's not going anywhere. Everybody else, they can be moved. I think it's a. I could honestly see it as Belichick proving a point. Maybe because I know Gronk had talked about. There's rumors going around that, he might try making his way into Hollywood. Yeah. I guess The Rock and all these people, they're like, come on. I don't know. I mean, I think there might be some turmoil. And I think maybe this was kind of like Belichick saying, look, we'll trade anybody. Either get shit together or not. Either you're going to be with us or not.
The Hollywood thing cracks me up.
But the thing is, though, he is so well loved by the women in general. The women demographic love him.
Well, that's probably because he's got a monster cock.
That could very well be. But what I'm saying is, ultimately, you hit that demographic, well, guess what? There's people that are going to pay for that. You know what I mean? In that demographic.
No, man. No fucking way. To compare him to The Rock, if
No!
you put the Rock and Rob Gronkowski in a room, Rob Gronkowski looks like a mongoloid compared to The Rock, dude.
Okay. I am not comparing them to at all.
He's like a henchman at best. He's like a henchman in a movie that says nothing, that's like standing guarding like the plane or some shit.
Okay, I think maybe you misunderstood me. So
no, I didn't. I didn't. I know you're saying like athletes make the general progression into film, but usually those athletes, if you think about it, they're at least decent looking.
Well, Chad's saying he's calling and it's going through voicemail. So give me a second, Chad. No, The Rock really is pushing for him to come aboard. Okay, I don't know. If he goes there, people's going to sign him to make movies. Hands down, he's going to make movies.
Yeah, but you're gonna in film, you're gonna have to remember lines.
All right, here we go. We got Chad on. Hey, Chad, thanks for calling.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Out talking.
What are we talking about, bud?
Hey,
we want to know what you think about the Kevin Ward, Tony Stewart incident. Like possibly maybe who's at fault in your opinion.
Oh boy, this has been drug out for 2 years?
Yeah, it has.
2014. They're just now settling now.
Yeah, here's the deal though. I don't like any of that stuff, even like the OJ stuff, he was proven innocent in the hearing, right?
Yeah.
So that's so you go to court and you get proven innocent, but then you go to civil court, even though you're already proven innocent, they want to take money away from you. That never makes any sense to me.
Oh, without a doubt. I guess
but
our question for you, Chad, is in that situation, okay, you're obviously on the track, all right? If someone got out of their car, okay, and was going to throw something at you or whatever, what are you going to do?
Well, you don't want to hit the guy, obviously.
Sure.
Most of the time, you just stop the car and get out and kick their ass.
Well, fair enough.
No, in all seriousness, though, the incident happened, and I think the kid was just, Tony was the so-called superstar there at this race, still running NASCAR. So evidently they got together. So the kid was trying to be a hot dog and cause a big scene just because he was a big popular driver, and it backfired.
Sure.
Obviously you don't run at a car. Do you run at cars driving down the road? Only dogs do that.
I've been called
you know-
worse.
The kid ran and jumped on the side of the car. His foot slipped on the Nerf bar, and then everything happened after that. Do I think maybe he swerved a little bit? Yeah, possibly. I think he kind of gassed it some. And when you gas it with a sprint car like that, you're going to get a little sideways. But for him to run at a moving vehicle, that's stupid.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Does Tony have a temper? Yep. Always has. But you can't run at a moving car like that
Sure.
and expect something not to go wrong because he actually jumped. Whether he was jumping to try to keep from getting hit, I don't know. But he had intentions on making a big scene and showing off.
Sure.
And it cost him his life.
Yeah, it don't make sense to me I get tempers flare and stuff, but again, in the back of my head, for Tony Stewart to try something like that, he's risking a lot. And for that kid to do it, why would you run towards a moving car, a sprint car? I don't get it.
And I will have to say, your emotions are pretty high when your adrenaline's really amped up when you're racing like that and something happens.
Right.
But to run at a car, no. It's one thing to, you shouldn't do this, but take your wheel off or whatever and throw it at it. That's one thing. But to actually use your body to run at it, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, they even found drugs in his system when they did a toxicology.
They found marijuana in the linings around his heart, I guess.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep, sure did.
So, but that don't, I guess, necessarily mean he was high at the time, correct?
No, but that doesn't help your...
It don't help your case. Yeah, I understand. I don't know. Well,
I just never been a person. I don't understand how you can, go to court and get, come out innocent, but yet you're still allowed to be tried again in civil court, and you lose, and you have to pay him. That makes no sense. How can you be innocent and then guilty?
Well, I have no clue. Like I said, I'm no lawyer by all means, but that don't make sense to me.
We can all agree though that if that wasn't Tony Stewart, would that kid have gotten out of his car?
Probably not.
Right.
I'm thinking that had a lot to do with it. He wanted to, cause a big scene with a, highly known guy.
Right.
But who knows? Only he knows.
Yeah.
I don't, you get pretty upset when something happens and somebody hits you or takes you out or whatever. You get pretty upset. But I think it all got flared up. Now it's just about money now.
Yep. No, I agree, Chad. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. Like I said, I wanted somebody that's been on the track. So I appreciate you calling in and talking to us about it.
Yes, thank you.
All righty, buddy.
Hey, see you, Chad.
All right, take care.
All right. What's up?
Did you see? I'm changing the subjects because it's fucking played. But dude, women. We were talking about like women in sports get no love. We were talking about Serena Williams on the list and everything else. Notre Dame won the national title.
Yeah.
In basketball. There was the girl. Did you see her name's Arike Ogunbowale. She hit the game winner against UConn in the Final Four, and then she hit the game winner in the championship game against Mississippi State. And Kobe was there, and she said that she had the Mamba mentality and all this stuff. Dude, she played amazing.
Really? I did not get to catch it.
I actually watched it.
Did you?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. She tore it up. She had 27 against UConn and 18 against Mississippi State. The shot against Mississippi State was unbelievable. No, it was really good. Props to Notre Dame.
Now I got a question. There's a lot of stuff going around about this. They don't have MVP anymore. It's most outstanding player.
It's been that way for a hot minute.
But why? Why not have an MVP?
I don't know. I think it separates them from the professional.
Sure.
I think that's the biggest thing.
I'm just asking.
That's what I think. I think it's been most outstanding for a while. I mean, maybe since the fucking dawn of it. 1939 was the first NCAA tournament. I think could have been 38, but I say 39. But I think it's been most outstanding player, and I think it's just a way of, separating themselves from professional sports.
I get you. Like I said, I was just asking. Chad mentioned something about one Flair, Ric Flair. WrestleMania's coming up.
Yeah, I know a lot on this day in sports. I've been throwing a lot of. I know, like most people are like Jesus, but I've been putting a lot of WrestleMania stuff on there because I grew up watching him. I even got to go to a WrestleMania. So,
Wait, what WrestleMania did you go to?
WrestleMania 8. It was the double main event. It was Hogan against Vicious, Savage against Flair. Piper lost the Intercontinental title to Bret Hart. I want to say Undertaker beat Jake the Snake. Can't remember who Shawn Michaels wrestled, but that's just right off the top of my head. That was like 10 maybe.
Now, here's the thing. WrestleMania is, it's their Super Bowl. Am I wrong with that?
No, it is. There's like 80,000 people that go to these things too.
It seems like here's the thing. I always liked watching the Monday after WrestleMania because it seemed like they would always wait. Like Brock Lesnar when he came back that after WrestleMania.
I think Goldberg did too for some reason.
Yeah, it's almost as big as WrestleMania sometimes.
Yeah, but I think back in the day, I don't know what it is, but like those first, I would say like the first maybe 14 WrestleManias were just awesome. I remember almost all of them.
Hey, we got asked on there, who would win in a fight, Serena Williams or Ronda Rousey?
Serena Williams.
Serena?
Yeah.
You think? Why? I gotta ask.
Are we talking a street fight?
Yeah, I assume.
Because if you're talking a street fight, most of the UFC guys would get beat. Because there are no fucking rules in a street. And
okay,
Serena's easily got her in height and weight. I know.
Okay, now I got asked who would win. Okay, Ronda or Dave Davenport. I'm gonna have to go with Ronda.
You just wrestle till one of you guys comes.
Exactly. And
Jesus, did I say that?
Hopefully it's her.
Dude, do you have like a favorite WrestleMania or maybe match that stands out? Or because I know we watched WrestleMania 14 together. I know.
Yes, that was when Shawn Michaels lost to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right, when Tyson was the enforcer.
That WrestleMania to me was that's when Stone Cold ended up, on the top tier. Like you knew it was coming. He was getting pushed like a madman. But in the back of your head, you knew Tyson was going to switch. Like you knew. You know what I mean? It's wrestling. But how is this going to happen? How is this all going to play out? And it just had the hype with it.
Yeah, I think you could tell Shawn was like he was like done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his performance was awesome. It always is, but you could tell he was hurting.
Let me ask you this: what's yours?
My my favorite WrestleMania match of all time is probably a toss up between Macho Man and Ricky Steamboat at WrestleMania 3 for the Intercontinental title. I love Ricky Steamboat. And what was it? WrestleMania 12 with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, the 60-minute Iron Man.
Yeah.
I'd say a toss up between those two.
Yeah. I forgot about that Iron Man match. I don't know. For me, when Austin won, like the Attitude Era was already in full swing. But then you had Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out, you know what I mean, with the championship belt, flipping off everyone, you know, that whole attitude.
Gary, we know it's not real, dude.
Yes, no need to call in. Let us know. It's fine.
Some of those guys are far better athletes than the athletes that get paid $10 million a year, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'll stand by that for sure.
Well, look, I mean, Brock Lesnar, he showed that. I mean, he wrestled everybody when he went to the UFC. Like him, hate him, whatever. He held the title. I mean, he beat the best of the best they had at that time.
Well, back in the day, too, guys like Flair, those guys wrestled way over 300 nights a year.
Yes.
What fucking other athlete? You think Tom Brady could play 50 games if they had a 50-game season?
God, no.
I mean, there's no way. These guys are athletes, and it's always been the redheaded stepchild, but it's to those of us that like it, it always holds a special place. And to some of us, that's how you got introduced to sports.
Yeah. Because you had athletes coming, especially to WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's where you're going with that, but that's where I took it, I guess. It's, you know, you had your NFL players, your NBA players, you know what I mean, coming in, you know, performing, doing stuff there. It's great. I love WrestleMania time. I don't watch it as much as I do, but, you know, come WrestleMania time, you watch.
Yeah, I haven't watched a WrestleMania in probably close to a decade.
It's probably been about, yeah. I think the last one was, it was in Miami. Miami. So, all right. Well, we're at our hour time frame.
Do you want to do the love it or hate it, or you got anything like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, we're kind of going over. I had a couple, but we kind of covered it.
Oh, okay.
I guess ultimately, I mean, do you love or hate? You never really said. Do you love or hate the Gronk thing?
What of him doing?
Being traded.
Getting traded?
Yeah. Do you love it or hate it? You know, him getting traded.
Some team's going to give way too much for him, probably, and the dude hasn't been healthy in like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to probably overpay for him.
Does he go to Cleveland? Do you think they trade him to Cleveland?
Dude, I wouldn't report.
Yeah.
I just call it good because he should have enough money. I just call it good.
Well, I don't know. He did get robbed not too long ago, right after the Super Bowl.
Rob got robbed?
Yeah, Rob got robbed.
Hey,
So.
Just real quick, I know we were talking about like some Big Ten teams that a few weeks back that should have been in the tournament that got snubbed. And Penn State won the NIT tournament. I just want to say that. And Flavor Flav was there.
Was he?
His cousin plays for Penn State. He's a senior. His name's Shep Garner. Dude, Flavor Flav's looking bad, dude.
Well, fucking his neck has to hurt. He has to have back problems. I mean, right?
clock?
Yeah.
Or just going down on Bridget Nielsen?
Yes, they did. They did, didn't they? Did right?
They did it everything. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, what was that on? That,
Foofy foofy. What flavor of love or whatever, or flavor of
yeah, but they met on
Fucking-
Celebrity Big House or something.
right. Oh, what was that shit called? It was like
Celebrity Big Brother or something.
it was on VH1, I think,
Yeah.
and it was like, yeah, they met there. God damn.
This is stuff we watched, okay? It was entertainment. We didn't snort condoms. We didn't eat Tide Pods, okay? We watched Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nelson.
Gite.
Gite. God. Man, on that note, we're going to play some good stuff from Elroy Meltzer.
That's right.
Yeah, it's The National off the Hang a Tell album. So we're going to rock out to that on the way out of here. And we appreciate you guys listening.
Thanks, guys.
The moon has entered my dream. It pretends to be the sun. So I stay awake through the whole thing, even though I'm trying desperately to fall asleep. Trying to fall asleep. I'm trying to fall asleep. I'm trying to fall asleep. Trying to fall asleep. Oh no. And you're just a single father trying to keep awake. You're just a single mother trying to save the day. And you're just a single chick trapped inside a cage. And you're just a single thought waiting to take the stage. Well, waiting to take a stage. Waiting to take a stage. There are several thoughts waiting to take the page. Oh no, oh no, no. The moon has entered my dream. It pretends to be everything. So I fall asleep through the whole thing, even though I'm trying desperately to stay away, trying to stay away, trying to stay